Sister Tiffany.
Gentleman's recognized for 2 minutes.
Not one word from our colleagues when it comes to the crime waves in cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, New York, San Francisco, and Philadelphia. To do so would be to criticize their own soft-on-crime policies. It's been going on for a decade now. They hope Americans ignore the inconvenient truth. Criminals don't get background checks, and they don't fear laws because rogue prosecutors financed by progressive dark money groups don't enforce our laws. These criminal strongholds in Washington, D.C. have one thing in common. They are run by Democrats who refuse to enforce our laws. This administration, responsible for a 40-year inflation high, erasing our border, and shrinking economy, will say anything to distract from their own failures. Jimmy Carter says, "Thank you for making the 70s look good." Week after week, we hear about violent criminals re-victimizing communities without being held accountable. The people furthering these policies and making our communities less safe are the same people who are fervently arguing to disarm Americans and defund the police. They're the same people weaponizing the FBI against their political opponents, and the same people who want to repeal the Second Amendment. I wish they would just tell the American people the truth instead of deploying Trojan horses. Whether it's rifle bans, 9mm bans, federal red flag laws, one thing is certain. They will not change the outcomes for the people in those cities. As some members of this body have said in the last few weeks, this is just the beginning. We will not stop. They will continue to erode our rights because they believe in a nanny state government, not a government of the people. What Americans need is the enforcement of our laws, holding criminals accountable, and protecting our constitutional rights. I yield back.
Gentleman from New York.